thank you so much for joining us, Daniel. You are one of the more involved Robofest student workers over on Lawrence Tech's campus. So if you could just give us a broad overview of what the Robofest game is this year and how the process has gone with moving it to an online format. I know that Robofest is the only World Championship robotics competition that has actually made it through the pandemic, which makes it pretty exciting that you guys were able to do this.
Yeah, so the game this year is called Golf Bowl, and basically students design and build a robot to putt a golf ball into holes on a 6-foot table, also trying to knock over water bottles that are positioned at the end. Then we also have exhibition, which students come up with any task that they want, and they choose to make a robot to complete that task. It's kind of like a science fair, but with robots. We also have the Bottle Sumo time trial, and it's a competition in which robots try to push water bottles off a table in the fastest time possible. Robo Arts, which is students create a robot that does some artistic performance, whether music or dance or painting, anything artistic. And then we have the Unknown Mission Challenge, which is a task that is given to the students the day of, and they have to build and program the robot within a 3-hour time span and have it perform that day. It sounds pretty complicated, and it definitely is.
So then how did you make it work with getting that from being everyone in the same room and judging it and making sure that everything is going like legally as far as judging, and now putting it into an online format?
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're having it in a Zoom format. We've got judges that are being proctors and watching, making sure everything's right. And then on site, there's a judge that's checking the dimensions of the table, checking the robot position and everything. And then after the round is done, they're going to score it and then submit the scores to the judges.
Okay, well, very cool. Do you think that any part of that then now online video format will take on in the future?
We're going to continue doing this. We used to do online like video qualifiers before, and I think it's just going to continue as long as things are the way they are. In fact, we had believed to be the first online competition for teams in Singapore in 2007 using Skype.
Oh my gosh, well, that's exciting. So then it would totally make sense to keep using this format that you guys have now become accustomed to this year, just to reach all these people from now on. And I guess lastly, anybody who's still interested in joining Robofest and getting something submitted and getting a robot created, how would they sign up, or is it too late, or where would they go?
Yeah, registration's still open for a number of different categories. And so if they want to sign up, they would just go to robofest.net and then select registration.
All right, and can you remind me again, when is the world competition?
It's taking place over multiple weeks until early October that we've got dates.
All right, so still a few months then.
Yeah, but if teams want to get involved, they would have to start pretty soon.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully we can get a few more teams on that roster from this interview.
Well, thank you for having me.